see the same person in the magazines or on TV or in movies or anything. You never see anyone that looks different, someone that looks more like you. And I think that has really affected the way I and the world sees body image and what the ideal and normal body looks like when that's not what the average body looks like. Like I said before, it's just the way that the media portrays people, especially women nowadays. Like, you see a lot of the same type of women. You see like the thin body, the fair skin, the blonde hair, the everything. You never see anyone that looks like the average person does. Well, social media is really like the kind of provider of these ideal body types, and they are the people that are putting out these images that young girls and boys look at from a young age to when they grow up. It's just the way we see things, like especially nowadays, like the way people look, people are changing so much about themselves. And of course, like, you can if you want to, but so much of media has tied into it that people feel the need to physically change themselves in order to fit a certain ideal. Of course, I don't actually look like what you see as the ideal woman, if so to say. But of course I feel self-conscious. I don't know any girl that doesn't feel self-conscious about themselves. But like, when you look at me, you don't think of magazines or movies or TV shows or anything. You think of like just me. With my height or with my weight or with my hair or with anything, I don't look like them. It's always either not like them at all or in between or anything, but I don't consider myself like them. Of course that makes me feel self-conscious, but I don't like the way media affects the younger generation, especially because it makes them think that being like this is the only way you can be.
Girls and women are constantly shown in the media through advertising and modeling in the same way, tall and thin. Because of this common look given to women in the media, girls who look at these advertisements often see photoshopped or highly edited girls as an expectation as to how they should look. Even though these girls aren't always edited, they're still promoting skinny, stick-thin girls more commonly than any other body type. As well, men are constantly portrayed as toned and muscular, making the standard for men just as high and the ability to live up to those standards just as difficult. According to JustSayYes.org, studies prove that media can have a negative impact on self-image. TV, movies, magazines, and the internet all bombard teens with images and pressures about what their bodies should look like. The problem is, their version isn't realistic. These images are airbrushed versions of models who weigh 23% less than the average woman. The source also stated that a studied conduct by them showed 3/4 women thought they were overweight, when in reality only 1/4 of them were. Visualizes how powerful the media is in creating insecurities, which can later lead on to things as drastically bad as eating disorders, depression, self-harm, and a variety of further mental health issues. The perception of how one sees themselves is commonly becoming more and more altered in a negative way, with body image amongst teens becoming more negative and self-love becoming less common. Social media is only contributing more to these factors and giving people more of a reason to have a negative body image and a low self-esteem.